Yeah. Today we are live on Indy on Edgewood, and today's guest is.
Sylverthemua, host of Back to the Beat. That's BACK, the number 2 DAB. Y'all follow me everywhere and tune in.
What got you into podcasting and being on the entertainment side?
So honestly, I always feel like during the pandemic, podcasts kind of blew up in a sense, and everybody was doing it. But I was tapped in to other people who did podcasts like the 85 South Show, Don't Call Me White Girl, $1,000,000 with the Game, and I would just watch what they're doing and the positivity they putting out and people they'll talk to. I've always been a conversationalist and had like a gift of gab. So I was really tapped in like 2016 for real to the podcast game, watching it grow, but I didn't know where I would fall in line with it at. So when 2020 hit and everybody started podcasts, I really became inspired and saw like this is something I can really do. If all these people picking up mics, I know I can pick up a mic and really make some sense of it. So yeah, I would definitely have to say those early podcasters definitely got me into it. And then once it kind of blew and I found my niche, it was over from there.
All right, you said once it kind of blew. What was one of the moments what was that moment? You know what I'm saying that you felt like, okay, I knew I can do this. Bam, I got this interview, I got this opportunity. Watch me work. What moment was that?
So I would say when I was saying like it kind of blew, I mean like the concept of podcast blew like in 2020 for real. But when I knew I could do it, honestly, I would have to say I was in Atlanta visiting before I moved here, and I was at the Black Effect Podcast Festival, and I got introduced to Sway in the Morning. And I told him my concept. I did like a mini interview with him, and once we was done talking, he was like, "Nah, you got a bomb ass podcast. Like you got to keep going." And we got it all on camera and stuff. And I was like, "Dang, like I gotta keep going because no way somebody I watch every single day just told me that I got a bomb podcast. Like I know he not out here just giving that out to everybody, so I know I gotta keep going for real because yeah, it's one of those for real."
All right. So far, what has been like your most surprising interview that you got?
Ooh.
Because it seems like you be right place, right time somewhere, and also you know the right people.
Yes,
so what's
for sure.
what's been one of those ones that you like after it was done, like, yo?
I'm screaming. So I do sit down podcast interviews, and then I do some where I'm doing like mini interviews when I go to events. I would have to say on a mini interview tip, by far T.I. I hadn't seen T.I. 50 times, could never get a picture, could never get a word out of him. So that time when he actually let me take him and Tiny to the side and actually interviewed him on the red carpet of the Keke Palmer and SZA movie, one of them days, that's when I was like, oh nah, can't nobody stop me. I done got the King of the South, and I'm from the South, it's done. But sit down interviews, I would have to say I was most surprised. Honestly, I don't know. That's really hard. I would have to say it'll probably be New Face because I didn't think he would respond. He was one of like the first people who I knew had like so many connections and stuff up here that I just up and reached out to that actually responded. Like everybody else, they either gonna seen, they gonna look past or whatever. But nah, New Face was real from day one. When he responded, I'm like, what? Then when he actually pulled up and we had a time, I'm like, nah, this is actually crazy. Like this crazy for real.
So with this, and while you in this space, do you contribute anything to you growing up? Like, did you used to do anything younger? Did you want to do music before? Did you try or anything like that?
I feel like growing up as a kid, I was always told I had the gift of gab. Like I wasn't a bad kid. I was real smart, but my mouth was smart as well. So like the way I would word things, I taught my way out of trouble or whatever, like that played a big part. People always tell me I had a gift of gab. It was like your mouth will be the one that when you not win me, but your mouth is gonna be the thing to make you money. People used to always tell me that when I was younger, and I never understood fully what they meant for real until I started podcasting. I'm like, nah, this me for real, because yeah, I would see how other people go about doing it, and I'd be like, no, they're supposed to ask this, or they're supposed to ask it this way or something. I'm like, dang, some people just naturally don't have that for real. I watch people go to school for it, and they still just don't naturally know how to talk to people for real, or take what people say and then find a way to spin it and really have a conversation. So yeah, when I was younger, I definitely had that like gift of gab. Never really been nervous, but never been scared to do public speaking. Of course, a little nervous when we get out there, but yeah, I can say growing up, I always just been able to naturally talk.
All right. If you can do a panel style podcast, who are 3 other podcasters, or you can do 4 other podcasters that you want to be on the panel with, and y'all just share ideas and perspectives. Yeah,
Okay.
just share perspectives, and either you want to go back and forth with, or just vibe with, or whatever. What will make a great show?
Ooh, a great show. I have to go Mona. Don't call me white girl. Gotta go Mona. Let me see. That's hard. To only pick 4 is crazy. We'll need a sharpshooter, like an intellectual. So I'll go Clayton English.
Okay.
For sure.
Gang.
Okay. But then we need somebody who's just like a natural born fool for real. Like, we gonna need somebody who just gonna be off the wall, but still keep us together and give us that infrastructure. So I'm gonna go DC on Fly.
Right. The infrastructure.
For sure, that infrastructure, that's important. And then give me Lil Duval.
Ooh, Lil Duval.
Yeah, give me Lil Duval.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be a solid little compilation of the show.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. All right. What's the worst advice you ever gotten about the podcast industry that you glad you ignored?
Ooh, the worst advice that I've gotten, honestly, is that don't do it because there's no money in it. Now, let me start off now. Starting out with anything is no money in it. Even when you got an entry-level job, you're going to be making the bare minimum. Then is, opportunities for raises and stuff. That's when you start making your money for real. But you got to start somewhere no matter what you do. And that was some of the worst advice, is not to get into podcasting because there's no money. It's so much money in podcasting that I'm now seeing, like, okay, brand deals, sponsorships, like, then that monetization is a whole nother conversation. Like, I feel like I got that advice because the person wasn't knowledgeable in it. But once you get around those people who do what you do and you start going after them and following behind them and taking their advice, that's what you got to do, for real.
All right. You in the other person's shoes, what's the best piece of advice you'll give you, or do you even give out right now to up and coming, I don't want to just say podcasters,
just creators,
personalities. No, media personality. You're a media personality, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's some advice you got for up and coming media personality?
Best advice would be 2 things. 1, know how to say no. Know how to say no is really, really, really important, because when you're a personality, people want you to come show that personality in all different types of rooms at different times, different states. They always want you to come do something. In order to keep that vibrant personality that you've been putting out anyway, you gotta have time to yourself, recharge and all that. But if you just say yes to everything, you're gonna run yourself dry. Trust me, I did it. I got burnt out, especially in Atlanta. It's something always to do. So I would definitely say firsthand, learn how to say no for real, and then really understand the importance of self-care and taking time to yourself. They go hand in hand for real. Like, once you truly understand how to make sure you straight at all times and learn how to say no so you can make sure you straight at all times, you'll be good.
You said where you from? Where you from?
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval 904.
But this is the Atlanta check, man. We know a lot of people here in Atlanta not from Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So we're doing that Atlanta check right now with Sylver. If someone says they're off Cleveland Ave, what does that tell you about them?
Child. If somebody say they off Cleveland Ave, I know Cleveland back home is not a good street to be on. So I'm going to just take it from back home. They ain't on that right side of town. I say that.
Hey, that's a good answer, because you from Cleveland Ave. Young Thug from Cleveland Ave.
You feel me? I just feel like in every city, MLK, Cleveland, I feel like they got those spots. You just already know, no matter where you at, you hit that street, go the other way. Yeah.
Why do you think it's something behind that? This we on your podcast. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give us a theory that you might have, if you have any. Do you got a theory behind why it's like that?
I feel like they taught us this in school a little bit, like the redlining, like certain sides of town. you know, they try to, you know, y'all know what I'm really trying to say. It's been a minute. But that redlining is real. Like, certain areas and certain cities, they all group them together for a reason. And they make certain things a certain price around there for a reason. Because we be having us on certain sides of town, more of us on certain sides of town than others. So they got to kind of switch it up. So, yeah. If you in them redlining areas, it's going to look a little different for you than them other areas, for sure, for sure.
All right, here go another question. On your creative side, if you had to make a kid's book, what would it be called, and what would the lesson be?
What would the lesson be? If I had to make a kid's book, what would it be called? What would the lesson be? I ain't even gonna count. This might just be me because of my name, but I'll play off of my name, and it'll be called Sylver, like the color. And then, yeah, it'll be like a real colorful book, but you learning the other colors. You get what I'm saying? So you'll learn like fuchsia, magenta, like pewter. Like you'll learn like those colors that's not regular type. So yeah, that'll be my kid's book.
That's fine, and that's a good lesson because everybody don't know all the colors.
Literally. And it's crazy. It's crazy out here, but I'll do that for sure, for sure.
All right.
Periwinkle, all them.
See, that sound like a cereal. Some periwinkle. All right, so yeah, so what should we be looking for next? What you got up next?
Y'all, so Back to the Beat is now not only a podcast, but it's a radio show. I need y'all to go ahead and download OYL Radio app, and y'all gonna be able to find me and stream me there 4 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays, starting July 25th. So make sure y'all tune in to Back to the Beat. And if you miss it on the radio, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube because all of the interviews going to be there as well. All right, y'all. Indy on Edgewood here is Sylverthemua, host of Back to the Beat. Make sure y'all check me out. We live on Edgewood. Yeah.